Yu-Gi-Oh! Gotta catch 'em all.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Something else.
That is the official song as well. Available on iTunes.
Or wherever books are sold.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sol.
And I am Eddie.
Yes. Woo. And here we go with Yu-Gi-Oh!
After you.
Oh, you bastard. You have brought the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game to the TAT this evening.
I have.
And I have no idea really what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. What is your history with Yu-Gi-Oh?
So I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was about, I think, 11 years old. I'm a bit of a card horse. I went from Pokemon to Digimon to Yu-Gi-Oh! And then back to Pokemon, really. So it's quite a short history. Essentially, Yu-Gi-Oh! From what I'm not a massive anime fan. I didn't see all the episodes, but it's a guy called Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's essentially it's a card game, but it's like VR. So they have normal cards. They put it into a machine, and the cards will be transformed into big 3D beasts where they will fight on a deck. And so it's like a trading card game. There's tactics, strategies, and things, but it plays out in real time essentially. I think the thing I like the most is that the designs are really intricate. It's a really nice design. A lot of dragons, a lot of sort of medieval lore and things goes into it. It's also got the element of the futuristic, VR and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I like the combination of the two. It's like seeing some of the really nice designed dragons, like sort of 20 feet tall, fighting others on the board is quite impressive to me.
Okay, so in the lore, they are a 3D projection.
Yeah, so they have a deck, they have a thing on their arm where they would put their cards, and they would choose which cards to put out, monster cards typically, and then you've got like trainer cards, you've got strategies and.
So this was a TV show too.
It was a TV show as well, yeah. It went on for a long time.
TV show work. But I understand that with Pokemon, you're throwing real monsters out to fight.
Yeah.
With this, I can understand why the real world effects in that battle that would cause conflict. But when it's a 3D thing.
It's essentially there's a lot of tournaments, I think. So the cards are sort of there's very rare cards. A lot of them are passed down by families and things, so they're quite valuable. A lot of them,
right?
They were very rare, and I think I don't remember all of it. I think you have to be at certain levels to compete, and obviously there's big stakes and things. There's good protagonists and really bad people in it as well.
I don't eat red meat.
There you go. There you go.
So my history, is that my neighbour started to get them when he was phasing out of Pokemon a bit.
Yeah.
And he gave me a few of his cards. I think I ended up giving them back to him. I didn't really understand it. I didn't find it all that fun.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon was already quite indebted, and there was already games. It was game first, wasn't it?
It was.
So I was a bit confused with why everyone was playing this, and people, I would go to the libraries in Hartswood, and I'm sure they were playing this, right?
Yeah, they would be. Yeah, it's just one of those. I think it was similar to Pokemon. The game itself to play was easy, so you can see the board there. Yeah, there's no energy. You essentially build a deck similar to Magic the Gathering, things like that, but on a very much reduced level.
Right.
You essentially you build a deck, you pick what goes in your deck, and essentially there's still a bit of chance. You don't know what you're going to draw.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more simple to play. You just get two of these. This is a deck essentially. You get two of these. You can play someone.
Sorry.
Mulligan, where did you see that?
I know. It's a card term for when you at your first round, if you mulligan your cards, and it's the ones you draw and you want to get rid of, so you discard them and then draw again. So it's like a redraw.
That makes way more sense. Otherwise, I was like, "Yeah, bless you."
It came to me. It came to me while you were talking, and I just wanted to say mulligan because I don't get to say it that often.
There you go. In context, I suppose as well. It's even rarer.
So no, you're absolutely right. It does seem a little bit easy to play. It comes with this map. This comes with had this come with a tin?
This come with a tin. Yeah.
Wonderful tin here, and just to prove it's made of tin.
There you go. And there was an unsealed, unopened booster pack.
Oh!
Again, I forgot I even owned, But there you go. That's
awesome.
there. A bit of history. The urge to open it is intense. I'm not going to do it, but I do want to do it.
Denying the unpacking to our tatty audience.
I know, right?
So, like, I'm looking at some of these designs, and if you don't mind me following through,
No, go for it.
The vampiric orcus. I don't know. If it's
Yeah, there's a lot of Dungeons Dragons, a load of mythical beasts and things.
Umbrachid, the elemental lord.
Yep, good old Aubrey.
What a cracking dragon!
Hey.
A cracking dragon.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's like cracking dragon, unmasked dragon, background dragon.
So, did they didn't all come in this tin? So
no, you just buy booster packs again. £2.50 from KinderCare back in the day.
So were you a collector back in the day?
I did. Yeah.
Oh wow! So you actually had. What
I
the fuck is a 2-for-1 team?
I couldn't even tell you what that is, to be
3D
honest.
projection.
I think the difference between this and Pokemon for me is I had a group of friends who played this quite regularly,
Right.
and that was quite nice to actually have that because you can collect all the cards. But
yeah.
and I was a big fan, and I remember actually there's a story. I went to KinderCare, and I think the first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I ever bought. I opened it and it had this card called Exodia, the Forbidden One, which is shown here.
Oh, nice.
Sort of like a Egyptian.
Yeah,
type
I noticed that when
pharaoh.
you were unpacking them. Yeah, it's very eye-catching.
Yeah, but essentially there are some cards. Exodia is in, I think it's 5 parts. So the Exodia, you got left arm of Exodia, right arm, left leg, and right leg. And if you so as the law goes, if you get all 5 of those in your deck and you draw them all 5, you automatically win the game because they can't be beaten. And the first pack I ever bought had Exodia in it. I remember going, oh my fuck! I was like, oh fuck! And then that was the first time I swore in front of my brother, and I was like, oh my god! My family were in Jenny's. I went next door to get these, and then they were saying, I'm going to tell Mum. If you don't give me this card, I'm going to tell Mum you swore. I was like, oh, I'm getting black now.
Oh,
so I actually ran and told my mum that I swore.
Unless you give it to me.
Yeah, that was it. It was cheeky.
Oh no! Did you get all 5 parts?
No, I've got the left arm somewhere in here as well.
This is the beginner's manual that came with the tin. I just wanted to have a little fun through it there. But that's incredible. To add that great moment to begin with.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's quite a fun game as well, It's essentially it's fairly simple once you get used to it. You got your monster card, you got trap cards and things. There's a bit of strategy involved in it.
Yeah, the old turning the positions of the cards always confused me. There's a game called and this is a weird jump, but it's a game called Neo. It's a bit like Dark Souls, right? But the problem is, and I hate this in those kind of games, is where you have to change the battle stances.
Oh yeah. Attack and defense.
Yeah, but it was free. It was kind of high, middle, and low, and it confused the fuck out of me. It's like, first of all, you've got to test which one you need to get.
Yeah,
and you've got to get it, and then you've got to probably die, and then you've got to do it with the right one, and then you've got to go to the next enemy. And I feel like, that one's such a draining one. I'd love to get it a go, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I'm like, oh no. And the whole flipping the cards thing is sort of the same situation. It's like, oh no, what's this mean? Why can't it just be simple?
That's the thing. You do want to. Sometimes you do want to play, and there's you can build sort of stalling decks that are essentially to waste time, and your opponent will lose because of that, which I can't be arsed with that. So that sounds so boring.
That's why I went to Hearthstone, because it's such an easy, it was designed to be very basic and easy to understand. That basically plays itself. You just do positioning and whatever you play next is the most important thing, and then maybe messing around with deck draws and stuff like that. But it seemed much easier than picking up the kind of get energy card, play energy cards, play this, or turn this sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass, that kind of thing.
Well, this sort of reminds me of. Do you ever play The Witcher?
Or Gwent.
I love Gwent. Right.
Yeah.
I played many hours of Witcher 3. 90% of that time was spent playing Gwent with random people.
Did you play the Gwent game?
I did not know there was a Gwent game.
There is a Gwent game. It's free to play as well.
Well, I will be downloading that later on.
Absolutely.
But that was great fun, and it's just, I just like the simple the cards. Just anything about them is really exciting to me.
I did love Gwent. Absolutely, I found it absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, didn't play the game that much because there's side quests. You finish your side quest and there's 15 more, and I'm absolutely a completionist, and I just run out of time. Just can't keep doing them.
Yeah.
Got to a really high level. Didn't even leave for Skellige, and I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. It's just draining.
One thing I noticed at the beginning, this pack actually says Konami on it.
Yeah.
So did Konami own Yu-Gi-Oh?
I assume so, actually. Yeah, they did, yeah. It's on the back of the cards as well.
That's interesting. So is this still around?
Yeah, I don't know if they still do booster cards. I assume they probably do. There is a game that I actually downloaded the Yu-Gi-Oh game for PlayStation last week. I haven't played it yet. But there are still games and stuff that are
I'm just curious. It's a Konami property because they're kind of like, you know what the Konami are like now. Like it's almost become a. To think that the name Konami used to be such a sacred term in
it's
games
a shame
circles.
because you remember, they've got some really good titles and stuff. You know?
And for the last 10, 15 years, they have basically destroyed every property they have, and then neglected every property they have. It's a real shame to see. But one of the things people were talking about recently, and I had a conversation with, you may have noticed that Xbox has been buying up a lot of studios.
Yes, they have.
And now PlayStation are now rumoured to be like looking at Capcom.
Yeah,
and stuff
didn't
like
they
that.
buy Bungie or something as
They
well?
did buy Bungie. Yeah, that's right. So one of my this is a bold statement and opinion. I think the console market is dying.
Yeah.
And I think the writing is on the wall for it, and I think Sony and Microsoft are aware of it, that the more people are going digital, more people are going PC, more people are going streaming gaming services, and that Nintendo, always marketing itself as a toy, will basically always have a fresh, like a hold over that market. I think. And I feel like that they are snapping up developers so that they can, under the brand of PlayStation, under the brand of Xbox, put their titles onto PC and maybe other platforms or other streaming services or whatever it is, so that the console market will eventually. Now, I know the console market is thriving because the numbers still say that it's selling, but at the same time, not enough are being produced, and I think one of the reasons for that is because the plan is for you not to have a console with Sony.
I mean, everything is digital. The digital is the way, and essentially, if you look at it, this has got to be planned. And I think there's a big emphasis in a lot of digital markets for subscription service and stuff, and streaming again. So you're probably absolutely right. Just it's buying them up now while they can, so as not to sort of lose that later on.
And let's be honest, PCs are expensive, but they are more readily available than they've ever been before. Even gaming laptops exist, which can play very high-end graphics at very cheap cost. And all these games come now with settings that can be adapted to your your machines. So the market is very big on PC and gaming laptops. And one of the reasons for that is COVID as well. A lot of people had to work from home and had to create setups, get PCs, get laptops, and they are now, and a lot of other companies are obviously keeping people at home, so they're using this stuff and upgrading their stuff a little bit more. I just think that the market is definitely going to a more online based network, and the physical thing is going to disappear. And I feel like, unlike Konami just did it because they're idiots. No, they do a killing with their pachinko machines. I just feel like we're seeing Sony and that kind of snap up stuff to kind of make sure they've still got a hold in the market. And I think if someone bought Konami, and let's face it, Sony being Japanese and with ties to Konami already, would be prime candidate to not obviously they won't buy Konami because Konami is a big manufacturer in Japan, much bigger than we know them as just a game developer. But they could snap up the games division, literally buy their IP, or at least keep the Konami name and have the joint ownership. I think that would be the best thing they could do.
I think it's for the future. You see it with music and stuff, back in the day.
Very good point.
It's pretty much all digital,
Music is one of the biggest examples, and it was one that happened under the radar.
Yeah.
Where was that point where we went from physical CDs in the shop, like not albums or old retro shit, but proper CDs every week in the sales chart, to digital downloads only?
It was just so bizarre. It was almost as though no one saw it coming. If you look now, you think it was obviously going to happen. But it didn't. I remember growing up with like go to Woolworths, and it would just racks of CDs or HMV, Virgin, Megastore back in the day.
You could look at Woolworths closing down as actually that moment, there you go, but at the same time,
and then just all of a sudden they just weren't there.
Still took us by surprise. But yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Not much interaction for me. I've never seen the show. I've only seen people play this, but never really understood it. It always looked more complex than Pokemon.
Yeah,
and I think that might be down to the design. I think you're right. There's a lot of D&D influence in these designs, and they're not simplified. They were saying about Pokemon being young, very bright, colourful. These can be very dark. I think right now these appeal to me a lot more.
Yeah. But I think even the show and stuff. The show was a bit more of a darker theme and stuff. You know, it was still obviously aimed at kids, but I think maybe more teenagers, you know. But the themes were quite a bit more darker. Yeah, then you got some cards that are like little furry goats and stuff, you know. So totally adult themes. You know?
Oh yeah, no, I love that. I love that. We got this perform Pow Pendulum Sorcerer next to the Ghost Trick Fairy. There we go.
Yeah, look, Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction, and then. Little scapegoat. Oh, adorable. Little happy little goat man.
Oh, brilliant. No, I've just noticed this one over here. The Desert Locusts, yeah? Fucking killable things. The Desert Locusts next to the Mutually Assured Destruction. And look at the little pink card with the little cute animation there.
I love it. And you got quite literal some look. So this guy is the design. It's a tiger. A tiger sort of humanoid figure with a big axe. And the name is Tiger Axe. You know, so there's a lot of that sort of stuff in here. A majestic green penguin, you know, spiritual beast Rampengu, you know.
I have one thing to say, road nut. This is
I'm going fishing. Better grab my extra net.
Yay! I love the names. I think as a collector, I can see these being quite. See, there's something that if I had all the money in the world, I would love to have all these kind of cards and have them on displays.
I would have pissed it away on Pokemon cards a long time ago.
But I would definitely have like binders and shit and just look through the artwork. I would never play the game. I'm just interested in looking through all the skillful art and the designs.
Because they're created from nothing, and that's
you know,
it's. I've never been one to be able to sort of think up anything creatively or design anything at all. I mean, I'm good at tracing and stuff. You know, I can sort of sketch, but to think of some of these designs is amazing.
You know, one day I'm going to have my own trading card game of the most smuttiest Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh things you can think of.
Soul Deck. Oh yeah, actually great.
Road D's nuts. So that kind of shit.
Solita's Fury.
Oh my word! Yeah. Oh, and I have all the artwork as well.
Yeah. You know we have to do it now.
Yeah, we got to definitely. Oh, that'd be amazing. That is great merch.
Yeah, it is.
To think about that, you could get a pack of soul cards. You can collect all 50. Create rare ones.
Actually, that would be brilliant. I'd buy the shit out of that.
That'd be awesome. You get your own card.
Oh, in that case, we have to do it. If anyone wants to design me a card, you know, please feel free.
Yeah,
Eddie, the gingerbread man.
You could collect the anti-art as
reverse hollows and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's sort of stick figures that I drew as well. Do you remember that? Like, people don't know this, but I actually drew those stick figures that are in the Discord, the art ones.
Yeah, you did.
For our I dropped them on Facebook. Do you remember? I drew one of me with long hair and my tackle
back in the day,
and then I drew one of you because you made me a pizza once.
I did,
and I put a chef's hat on and a pizza. And not a lot of people have seen those, although they exist. But that's right. And then I started doing them for people in the community, and I just made little ones, and they were a little bit more.
You know what?
Designed,
I'll be honest. I really, really want to make our own trading cards.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I think that would be a life's goal of mine.
And then people could pay for the packs and try to collect them all, and then we could do season 2. And
oh man, this is a whole new world.
But yeah, that is fantastic. Oh my god, they're seeing the creation of something beautiful.
Yeah. Solid cards coming soon.
Yes, damn right. We're going into business for ourselves now. Yu-Gi-Oh!
More like Yu-Gi-No! Yeah, that was the best I can come up with, sorry. Give it a minute, we'll get some good puns coming now, don't you worry.
Yu-Gi-No!
Oh, sorry, I'm just playing with my nuts.
Stop doing that, Yugi!
Why? I haven't had a fork for a while.
Because if you don't do that, if you don't stop doing that, you'll be in for an ultimate pound. And I'll pay you an ultimate pound to stop it.
Gonna make me shed a graceful tear.
Oh, well, especially if they don't go down and hit that like and subscribe button like a cracking dragon.
There you go. Make sure not to bear blocker. That made no sense. Ignore that.
Just make sure that if you are going down, you'll be going towards the comment section. So make sure you wear your heavy mech support armor. Oh dear.
Oh man.
And if you get a taste for it, maybe you'll get a horn of the Phantom Beast. And give us the like and subscribe. And then come back up here to watch us Trickster Bloom in front of your eyes.
Oh god, I need to find a good one. Hang on. It's so hard.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Hey, did you know, Eddie, where Hitler, Castro, and Gaddafi are?
No, not right now.
They're in the Tyrant Farm.
So we're growing them. If I have to go and pick anything from the ground there, I better carry my super heavy samurai giga gloves.
You'll need that to wipe off all the dust, Knight. But I can tell you now, there's no dust on the like and subscribe button, especially when you've clicked it. And I'll tell you what you can do now. If you click both of them together, you'll be getting a 2-for-1 team, because that's what we are, the terribly awesome twosome.
If your laptop or PC is running low, please feel free to plug in a universal adapter card.
I love to ogre that.
This one is just called Oops.
Oops, what a pun.
Oops, I haven't hit that like and subscribe button just yet.
At least you're not corrupting the world's legacy. But we may be. And that's just a Rev and Dread evolution.
You're going to make me cry, and there'll be the return of the red eyes.
What world's legacy nightmare we're having. I would say this, but I might drown you in phlegm.
It's made by someone from Welsh.
I mean, it's Insecticor picafalena.
Bless you.
I've nearly got a spell power grasp of this pun, Mark.
Don't be horrible. Make sure to feed your spiders, else you will be called in because of insect neglect.
That was so disenchanting. Oh. But it was certainly a magical exemplar of what you can do. I was almost petrified, like the mythical beast Medusa.
Oh my god.
But you are ploughing through with these puns like a crusader of Endimar.
God. Oh, what's this one here? Gotta find something good. God, these cards are so nice.
Do you know what? I think the combination of me and you and puns coming together for this show is a bad romance. You could say what people at home would need is a Lady Gaga shield.
How is this for a tongue twister? Thunder Dragons, 100 Thunders. Say that 3 times quickly.
Well, I'll certainly give you an extra buck for it. Although we might be haunted by the ghosts from our past if we carry on with these crazy puns. But that would just be a quantum cat.
Oh man, honestly, man.
Catastrophe.
I feel like this segment has been going on halfway to forever.
Oh, well, that might be a reflection of how disgusting we are, like a swamp mirror.
There you go. How did the dodos go extinct? They were hunted to extinction by the Dodo Buster.
Oh god! Here's a card.
Just a card. Here's a card. Here's another one.
And here's my powerful rebirth. And it's a premature return of that card. Oh dear. Do you know what I always thought would be amazing is if God was real and he had just been sleeping, a bit like Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Because then suddenly we realised that all the miracles wake.
Nice. What's that over the horizon? It's an English teacher's revelation. The onomatopoeia.
That is the best card I've ever seen. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I wonder if all the people at home may have died before they hit the like and subscribe button, and if they did, we'll need to make sure they're recoded alive.
Nice. I bet you use the code breaker 0 day for that.
Absolutely. And if they forgot to do it and they have to come back, then well, we can certainly give them a backlinker to do that and come back and give the like and subscribe, like the Cleants that they are to this video.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to be Cleants, would you?
Yes, absolutely. The thing is that this video is technically all made of pixels that they're watching it, and you may not notice, but a 3-minute mark, a pixel in the left-hand side, left.
What?
A pixel.
Okay, I'm listening. I want to know what's going on.
What a setup. The 3-minute mark of this video, a pixel on the left hand side of the screen in the bottom left this video, it was certainly a dotscape.
I love the build up to that as well.
Oh my god. You could say that all these puns on the digital platform is certainly a digitron of the cyberverse wizard that we are.
It's really go on.
We're definitely leaving you staggered in your boots.
Oh, it seems we're really coming down our side. I can't see it. What rain?
Oh my god. Oh dear.
Oh my god. Oh, this is grim. STI getting you down? Draw discharge.
That will certainly revive your stack.
Yeah. When we leave and this show ends, it will definitely herald the return to the normal. Some of these cards, man.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm just crying so much. I just crane, do no more.
If there's a little spider in your way, to get to the other side of the room, you better cross the bug.
Oh shit. Oh my word. Well, I think that without a doubt that have you got any more?
Oh, no, look at I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these.
Because I think right now, I think we can all agree that we are together giving you a Kinker bio for this video. And what you've just witnessed is certainly a magical something.
There you go. I think the only thing that we can improve on this show is if we were to have matching outfits. I don't know as a card.